Yo YouTube, man, I'm back with another video, man. Hope y'all staying safe. Hope y'all out the way. For this video, I'm not gonna be outside because it's just too windy and it's gonna mess up my video. But this video is gonna be about how to deal with trauma. I'm only gonna give you my experience because that's all I know is my experiences. I have a few things that I have trauma with, but I think it just comes down to knowing that you actually have the trauma and accepting that you have it and actually trying to deal with it, accepting that you have it. Seek therapy. That's something I've been doing, seeking therapy and just trying to figure out the root cause of why I do things, because your childhood trauma is the reason why you are who you are today. It's the reason why you have the thoughts you have today. It's the reason why you just perceive life. It's your perception of life. And your childhood trauma, it can show you a lot. And sometimes, like me, I didn't have my dad in my life for at least 10 years of my life. Some people might not have a mom or a dad. That's trauma. So it just comes down to dealing with it and how you're gonna finally accept it and kind of get it out of your life. One thing I have been doing, actually write down ways to get rid of trauma. So I have this little paper and it's shadow work. It's nothing demonic or anything like that. It's a self-help tool that I found out about. It's basically the things that you deemed unlovable, and you're trying to make it feel like it's lovable, like you love that part of yourself, because it did make you who you are today. Like for me, what emotion do you try to avoid? That's the first question I ask myself. And I answer with, I avoid anger and sadness, right? And what makes you afraid to feel it? I said, because I know what happens when I feel them. What are you afraid will happen if you feel anger and sadness? This is just my experience. I responded with, I am afraid that I will lash out and start doing things out of character, like driving fast and not calling those people that made me angry. Now, for sadness, I feel like I know that I start to think so deep about life and what I'm doing wrong in the moment. I'm also afraid I will go back to listening to the sad music and stuff like that to suppress my feelings, but that's not suppressing them. That's just going to prolong them and keep me in that state even longer. That's just an example, That's a little private, but gotta be transparent on this channel. So that's a little private, but that's a little example, stuff like that. Actually writing it down and actually figuring out how you feel, right now I'm just trying to get better with my vocabulary. I know that's something that I struggle with, as a kid. Most times when I would get sad or angry, I would just put my head down and just walk away, you know what I'm saying? That was just me, I still do that to this day, it's just me. That's just who I am, And I had a lot of traumatic events, gunshots and stuff like that. And it still gets to my head every time I hear it, you know what I'm saying? But ways I deal with that is just mind my own business, If I hear a gunshot, I'm not gonna go over there and see what's going on. I'm gonna mind my business and continue doing what I'm doing, because I'm not trying to get hit by that gun. So, but yeah, I feel like it's good to, get rid of this trauma and try to come from a standpoint of love, trying to love everything about the trauma and what you learned from your trauma and stuff like that. And I feel like it's good to try to, understand these types of things, because, might have a kid in a couple of, the next decade, or I might have a wife the next decade. I don't, it is kind of inevitable. Kids are going to have trauma, but I kind of want them to, you know, live a good lifestyle and try to, you know, understand these things at a young age and, put them on to stuff like this, at a pretty young age. And just trying to do things that can help them in the long run. Me, I feel like I won't give my kids like beatings and whoopings and stuff like that because I noticed, just like my experience, my trauma, I noticed whenever I used to get whippings and stuff like that, I had the thought in my head, I'm finna run away. Cause I was like, you know what, I'm tired of getting whippings and stuff like that, which I kind of deserved it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a kid and I always had that thought I was gonna run away. Right? I'm running away. I was going to go through it at one point in my time, but I didn't. But that thought of just getting a whooping and stuff like that, I don't want my kid to feel that type of way. Oh, I'm going to run away after I get a whooping and stuff like that. I don't want my kid to feel that type of way because that's how I was feeling at the time. So I feel like I'll be more talkative, more communicating with my kid and just try to understand where he's coming from and try to get him at a young age to where he can communicate with me and express his feelings and have his mom and his dad in his life, so he can have love from both parents and not just mom the entire time he's alive or not just dad the entire time he's growing up and stuff like that. Have both parents have the support and have the love. I want that for my kid, my future kid. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get these things, done. Try to understand these things. Yeah, I don't know everything, but I'm a student of life. I want to learn. I want to expand more. I want to do better things. So, not just doing this for me, doing this for my family. I have a little cousin, a little niece. I have younger siblings and stuff like that. So try to be a good example for them, and try to be that person to come to for advice, or to just come and talk to, you know what I'm saying? Just try to be there for them if nobody else is for them. So that's just who I am. That's the person I am. So yeah, man, this is the end of the video, man. I just wanted to give a brief explanation of, trauma and how I'm trying to deal with it. And, it's going to take years probably to actually get this, understood and actually love these parts of myself, but it's worth it in the long run. But yeah, end of the video. Hope y'all liked and enjoyed. Got a couple more videos coming, 3 videos a week, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stay consistent. Gotta have myself a little routine. And yeah, man, just try to keep on pushing. Try to keep on crushing your goals and try to keep elevating, man. That's it. That's the end of the video. Hope y'all like. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out, bro.